What's going on? Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I'm just tapping in a little bit. I got some news, around the globe. And first news I get is, I got a lot of brothers that call me. You know, I got brothers that called me today, and they tapping out. Just on the criminal aspect. They saying they can't do it no more, man. There's too many informants. It's getting too hard. It's not paying off. Which is alhamdulillah, I directed them brothers, these two individuals, they not from my section, but they two individuals that I did time with, and they got back into the lifestyle. But now they don't want to be back in the lifestyle anymore, so, which is good, but I got them brothers some jobs, man. One of them making 27 an hour, and the other one got a big higher skill set, so he making 30, which is cool, man. If you know how to do plumbing, electrical, anything dealing with construction or something like that, man, you can get out here and get to the bag, man. But they saying that criminal element is just not working, man. It's like it's too many informants. And they were saying, man, everything that they be seeing on the internet that goes on into the section that I used to be from, it's the same thing that goes on in their section. And he said, man, you just can't count that out because you have that element in every section, which is good and which is truthful. Even in any United States ghetto, I don't care what city, state you're from, you have that element. You have the stuff to the point where the government is making sure that they catch all type of criminals. They have AI, they have face recognition, they have cameras, they have informants, they have people in place where if you talking about doing something, if you trying to confide in another individual, that individual gonna go tell somebody else, and that individual gonna go tell somebody, then that gonna get back to the police and everything. So, them brothers, I was ecstatic, man. I was like, all right, bro, alhamdulillah, because they see what's going on, and they saying about the youngsters, man, and rightful so, man. Them youngsters ain't gonna do no time for nobody, bro. That code and ethics of stand down, that's been going out the window, bro. I've been going out the window long time ago. So that's good, but I want to direct you guys' attention to Chicago. That you guys see that the brothers over there in Chicago, they came and they trying to make amends. I'm talking about the two biggest gangs out there, bro. And if they can pull that off, man, that'll be something huge, because them brothers out there killing each other like in droves, bro. Them brothers act like it's the 80s and 90s out there, man. They ain't giving a shit, man. They get to it. So if they can see that, and if you look at it, if you go on social media and you pull up the two Chicago gangs unite, and you'll see the speech that the brother gave, and he was saying up in there, man, that how can you be out here in the streets and your kids and stuff like that. It's not verbatim. I'm not saying word for word, but I'm just saying what I fully understand what he was saying. He's saying that basically that you can go out there and you can be out there doing all that foolishness, but you don't want your kids to do that. So if your kids see you doing something, sometimes your kid will emulate the shit that you doing. And a lot of times we don't understand that, and which is true. And sometimes our kids don't do nothing like that. Sometimes our kids be squares, sometimes our kids go to the left. They don't want to function like that. But if they can pull that off, brother, that'll be so huge. And then I'm like, man, if the brothers in California or the brothers, in every United States ghetto can do that, and they can come together and they can see that they all one. We all just like each other, regardless of a blue side, red side, or GDs and BDs and all that old weird stuff, bro. The better off we're gonna be, because the way the society is going now, you brothers got to be ready, man, for whatever's gonna come, because it's gonna be like this, bro. You see what they doing to the immigration to the Spanish, right? And the Spanish, they really can't get out there like that. The ones that out here, that's illegal. So what they gonna do? They gonna revert back to crime. So when they revert back to crime, they not out here trying to get to the bag. They out here trying to survive, get food, water, shelter for their family. And that's going to be a problem because they're going to be on attack, man. So it's like, you got to pay attention, man. It might be a civil war. It might not be one, but you got to be ready for it. Brothers got to sit out. Brothers got to get off the couch. Brothers got to sit there. They got to work out. They have to pay attention to what's going on. They got to make sure they doing the right thing, bro, because if they're not, man, you're going to be up against. You got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready, man. And a lot of times, man, we don't be ready, bro. And you have to train, man. You have to train, bro. Brothers, please, man, work out. If you just walking around, just get out the house and walk like 6-7 miles, man. It's going to be okay. If you're going to do push-ups, man, get a deck of cards, man, and then run through the deck of cards, do the push-ups. Pull-ups, do something, man. Stop eating certain things, man. Just get ready, drink water. You know, I'm not saying drink a lot of it, but, you know, drink that water, man. Be ready, man. You have to be ready, man. I'm telling you, bro. But, and the last subject I'm going to touch on today, loose cannon is telling. We already knew that. He's bad. He's all the way bad. And I've been through that, you know, and it's like, I don't say nothing, man. You know, dudes rock with that individuals. Dudes believe everything he's saying on the internet. Dudes was going to saying this and saying this and saying that. But he's bad, though, man. And they might drop the Hobbs Act on him. This is the information I'm getting. They might drop the Hobbs Act on that brother, and they might drop some charges on Big Q as well, too. But I know I'm in tune and I'm tapped in. Whatever I'm tapped into, I'm not gonna give you brothers my sources or nothing like that, man, because it'll blow you away, man, of who I'm talking to. And inshallah, whenever you're ready, I'm gonna reveal that, and you guys gonna know. And it's like some people,
so what's up, man?
Some people don't understand that life is precious, man. Live your life, bro. Pay attention to it. Don't let nobody dictate your life, man, because they're not gonna do no time for you. They're not gonna look out for you. They're not gonna look out for your family. They're not gonna do anything, man. All brothers want to do is be out here and on some stupid shit. They think that stuff is gangster or hooster or something like that, brother. It's not that, bro. If you start reaching a different plateau and rubbing shoulders and elbows with other different entities and stuff like that, where you can get to a real situation, do that, man. And then if you can bring your homeboys along the way, once you get all the way in, you do that as well, bro. It's like hitting a lick, man, but on the legal side, though, bro. So, inshallah, man, you people have a good night, good day, or where you may be, but exercise, man. Work it out. Pay attention to it. Learn how to defend yourself. Learn how to take weapons. Learn how to do all this type of stuff. You know, learn how to do it. Learn how to train, man. Learn how to train. This right here, brother. I'm telling you, man. You learn how to work this joker. That's what it is. Assalamu alaikum.